Sleep. Why is it important? It takes up what, almost half the day, a 24-hour period. Do you really need it? Yes. So a while ago, while I was in college, a professor did a little study with all the students, using them as guinea pigs. Again, and the only reward the students would get was a little bit extra credit. So they had them come in, you only do 4 to 5 hours of sleep for about 2 weeks, and see the progressive decline with motivation in physical performance. And the terms that they used, the exercise they used, was the isokinetic machine, basically a leg extension. That's a fancy way of saying that. It just a fixed speed instead of weight. And of course, almost all of these subjects, being the students, had a decline in performance. Besides one student who had an external motivation, because some of the other professors told the student that they would get a muffin. These external stimuli helped give the student more motivation to produce greater results. So why is this important to bodybuilding, weightlifting, and all that? Of course, the more you rest, sleeping, the more your body is in a relaxed state, it's going to be able to recover at a better rate, faster rate. But that also means you cannot use about 500 milligrams of caffeine just to make up for the lack of sleep. That's why going to the doctors now and you're already almost 20, 25, all these people are having hypertension and high blood pressure because that stimulant, caffeine, is going through the blood an insane amount. I mean, I don't really take caffeine myself. I just have high hypertension due to my high increased anxiety. Being an intense gamer, stressing about when I can get my next fix of gaming. It has declined recently because PC did break while I was fighting Radon and Mikola from the Collector. And I was so close to beating him. But as soon as I got to that 10% health range, of course, God willing, I get destroyed immediately as soon as I go for my health flags. And as I was getting destroyed, I remember, this is similar to me not getting asleep, going to the bodybuilder gym and I'm on a bench press, max weight, and that lack of sleep catches up to me and I just pass out right there. But in all seriousness, that's on the extreme though, when I'm having a bit of narcolepsy while weightlifting. Can occur, of course, if you're only 1 hour of sleep 3 days in a row. But again, everyone has their own circumstances. If you're working a 12-hour shift during the day, you just want to have some free time during the night, video games are worth it. There's a little bit of a dopamine rush that you're going to feel. But besides that, I don't really see any circumstance that won't allow you to prioritize your own personal well-being. Reduce the video game time, reduce the gooner time, and basically, not only your physical well-being will be better, your mental well-being will also increase. The cortisol will be decreased as a stressor. And cortisol being decreased will also allow the body to build up muscle growth. Because cortisol is a fat-promoting hormone. But besides that, I think that's probably the only thing I really learned in college that's worthwhile besides the typical learning English, math, a little bit of math. Let me tell you about the time I was taking my statistics class, because as an exercise major, you're gonna have to take a stats class just to understand the whole research behind everything. Here I am coming into the class thinking it's gonna be extremely hard, but lo and behold, Professor Slough states, I'm allowing anyone to use AI, you can use a computer, you can use your calculator, you can even use your phone. During tests, same thing applies. You can use all this information and technology for helping you to test. Shoot, you can even talk to your neighbors if you wanted to. Of course, being the Generation Z and everyone's all antisocial, no one talked during tests besides myself, because I'm taking advantage of everything. If I see you sitting next to me and you're answering every single question easily, with flawless perfection, I'm gonna ask you some help. Now, of course, I'm not gonna ask for flat-out answers, unless I gotta exchange some answers of my own. Because again, I'm not trading off my sleep for anything like schoolwork. That is not worth it. I'm already paying to be there. Why am I gonna pay the price of my mental well-being? No. I'm gonna ask you for some help. And being a senior, fifth year in college, and being in a typically first year class, I was ginormous compared to those 18-year-olds. They seem like children to me. So I was like the global guardian for them. Now, why am I going through the story? I prioritize my sleep. Never studied for that class whatsoever. Take that lesson with a grain of salt. That's about it. Subscribe if you want.